Today, we're diving deep into something incredibly powerful, something that can transform your intimate life in ways you might not have imagined. Forget everything you think you know about foreplay, about getting him ready. We're not talking about just getting by. We're talking about unlocking a level of connection and a physical response that will blow your mind. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Matthew, what on earth are you talking about? Touching a hidden spot for stronger, longer, lasting erections. Sounds a bit clinical, doesn't it? And to that, I say, hold on a second, because what I'm about to reveal isn't just about a physical technique. It's about a deeper understanding of masculine pleasure, a way to connect with your man on a level that transcends the superficial. It's about empowering you to become the ultimate architect of desire, the one who knows how to ignite a fire that burns brighter and lasts longer. For too long, the narrative around sex has been focused on performance, on checklists, on making sure everything works. But that's not intimacy, is it? That's not passion. That's certainly not the kind of earth-shattering connection we all crave. What if I told you there's a simple yet profound way to elevate your intimate moments, to move beyond just good sex and into legendary territory? A way that makes him feel not just desired, but utterly adored, cherished, and completely responsive to your touch. I'm talking about a game changer, a secret weapon in your arsenal of affection. And it's not some magic potion or a complicated maneuver. It's rooted in understanding his body, yes, but more importantly, understanding his mind and his emotions as they intertwine with his physical responses. When you master this, you're not just stimulating a nerve ending. You're stimulating his entire being, triggering a cascade of pleasure that makes him feel utterly alive, utterly connected to you. So let's cut to the chase. What is this hidden spot I'm talking about? It's not what you think. It's not about some obscure pressure point on his earlobe or some complex yogic maneuver. It's simpler, more direct, and infinitely more powerful. We're talking about the perineum, that little stretch of skin between his balls and his back door. Now, before you recall or think this is too much, hear me out. This isn't about being crude or uncomfortable. This is about being intimately knowledgeable, about being the woman who truly knows her man inside and out. And here's why this spot is so crucial. Why touching it can trigger a response that's stronger and lasts longer than almost anything else. It's because this area is incredibly rich in nerve endings. It's a direct pathway to the prostate, a gland that, when stimulated, can create mind-blowing sensations and intensify his pleasure in ways he might not even realize he's capable of. Think of it as the ultimate power button for his arousal, a turbo boost for his erection. But it's not just about the physical. This is where the Matthew Hussey style comes in. It's about the context, the intention, the delivery. When you approach this with confidence, with playfulness, with a genuine desire to explore and deepen your connection, it becomes an act of profound intimacy. It shows him that you're not afraid to explore, that you're attuned to his body, that you're invested in his pleasure on a deeper level. And that, my friends, is incredibly powerful. Imagine this, you're in a moment of escalating passion. The clothes are coming off, the kisses are getting hotter. Instead of just going for the usual suspects, you subtly, confidently, and with a knowing smirk, extend your touch. You graze that area lightly at first, feeling his response, seeing his eyes widen just a touch. Then, with a gentle pressure, a circular motion, you start to explore. The immediate effect is often a noticeable surge in his hardness, a palpable intensification of his desire. And the beauty of it is, it's not just about getting him hard, it's about keeping him there, about making that erection a resilient, long-lasting force of nature. Why does this work so effectively? Because you're directly stimulating the internal muscles and nerve endings that control blood flow to the penis. When you engage this area, you're essentially sending a direct signal to his body to stand to attention and stay there. It's like flipping a switch that bypasses all the usual jitters and uncertainties and just locks him into a state of unwavering arousal. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the physical mechanism, it's about the psychological impact. When you demonstrate this kind of confidence, this kind of intimate knowledge of his body, you're sending a message that screams, I am your ultimate pleasure provider. I know how to make you feel incredible. I am tuned into your every desire. And that, my friends, is an aphrodisiac more potent than any perfume or lingerie. It fosters a deeper level of trust and vulnerability. He sees that you're willing to explore, to go beyond the conventional, to truly understand what makes him tick. And in that vulnerability, in that shared exploration, a bond is forged that is unbreakable. He feels seen, he feels understood, he feels desired in a way that is utterly unique to your connection. Now, I know some of you might be feeling a little hesitant, a little, perhaps. And that's okay. It's natural to have a visceral reaction to something new, something that pushes the boundaries of what you might consider normal foreplay. But I urge you, don't let a little initial discomfort stand in the way of discovering something truly transformative for your intimate life. Think about it this way. How many times have you wished for a deeper, more passionate, more fulfilling sexual experience? How many times have you wanted to feel like you have a secret power, a way to truly ignite his desire and keep it burning bright? This is that power, this is that secret, and it's yours for the taking. Start slow, start with curiosity. Don't go in there with a clinical mindset. Approach it with playfulness, with tenderness, with a sense of adventure. Whisper in his ear, I'm going to try something new, something I think you're going to love. Watch his reaction, feel his body respond, and revel in the knowledge that you're unlocking a whole new dimension of pleasure for both of you. This isn't about being a technician, it's about being an artist. It's about using your touch, your knowledge, your intuition to paint a masterpiece of pleasure. And when you do, you're not just getting him harder or longer lasting, you're building a foundation of passion, of intimacy, of shared ecstasy that will ripple through every aspect of your relationship. You're creating moments that he will replay in his mind, moments that will make him feel utterly addicted to your touch, to your presence. So I challenge you this week, next time you're getting intimate, just try it. Just explore, let your fingers wander lightly at first to that often overlooked area. Pay attention to his reactions. Look for that subtle shift in his breathing, that deeper groan, that sudden clenching of his muscles. And when you see it, when you feel it, know that you've just tapped into something profound. This isn't just a physical trick. It's a testament to your willingness to explore, to innovate, to truly understand the intricate tapestry of his desire. It's a way of saying, I'm not just here for the ride, I'm here to create an unforgettable journey with you. And that, my friends, is what makes you utterly irresistible. That's what makes you the kind of woman who inspires a passion that knows no bounds. Get ready to experience a whole new level of intimate connection. All right, welcome back. You're still with me, which tells me you're serious about elevating your intimate life, serious about becoming the kind of woman who knows how to truly ignite a man's desire and forge an unbreakable connection. And I love that about you. We've just scratched the surface of this incredibly powerful concept, this hidden spot that can revolutionize your lovemaking. But now we're going even deeper. We're going to explore not just the whole, but the profound why. Why this technique isn't just about better sex, but about a richer, more meaningful relationship. You see, for so long, we've been fed this idea that men are simple creatures, that their desire is purely physical, purely transactional. You do X, he gives you Y. But that's a dangerous oversimplification, and it robs both you and him of the true potential of intimacy. Men, like women, crave connection. They crave to be understood, to be seen, to be desired for who they are, not just for what they can do. And when you unlock this hidden spot, you're not just stimulating a nerve, you're speaking to a deeper part of his being, a part that yearns for your confident, knowing touch. Let's be honest, ladies, how many times have you been in bed, going through the motions, maybe feeling a little bored, a little disconnected, or perhaps you've felt the pressure to follow a script that doesn't quite feel authentic to you? Well, I'm here to tell you that those days are over, because when you embrace this technique, you're not just adding a new move to your repertoire, you're embodying a new mindset. You're becoming the woman who is a connoisseur of pleasure, an explorer of desire, a true master of intimacy. Think about the confidence this gives you. Imagine the next time you're getting hot and heavy. Instead of wondering if he's ready, instead of hoping he stays hard, you'll have this quiet, knowing power. You'll know that you possess a secret key, a way to not just initiate pleasure, but to sustain it, to intensify it, to make it an all-consuming experience for him. And that confidence, that inner knowing, is incredibly attractive. It radiates from you, drawing him in, making him feel utterly secure and utterly aroused in your presence. Now, let's talk about the art of it, because this isn't about just jabbing at him. Oh no, my friends. This is about finesse, about intuition, about reading his body language. It's about a gentle exploration, a playful tease, a confident caress. Start with your fingertips, maybe the pads of your fingers tracing the area. Feel the warmth of his skin, the subtle tension in his muscles. Pay attention to his breathing, the way his body subtly shifts in response. You might start with a light, almost feather-like touch, just to introduce the idea. Then, as he relaxes into it, as you see that spark ignite in his eyes, you can apply a little more pressure. Think gentle, circular motions, a slow, deliberate exploration. Imagine you're drawing a swirling pattern, gradually increasing the intensity. This isn't a race, it's a journey of discovery for both of you. And here's the crucial part: communication, even non-verbal. Your eyes, your smile, the way you breathe with him, these all play a massive role. Look into his eyes as you do it. Let him see your pleasure in his pleasure. Whisper something playful, something affirming, like, you like that, don't you? Or, does that feel good, baby? This isn't about asking for permission, it's about sharing the experience, about building that intimate connection through every sensation, every glance. One of the most profound effects of stimulating this hidden spot is the way it enhances his sensory experience beyond just the immediate physical response. It creates a deep, resonant pleasure that can ripple through his entire body. Many men describe it as feeling fuller, more intense, and more connected to the act itself. It's like turning up the volume on all his pleasure receptors. When that area is engaged, it sends signals that don't just say erection, but total body ecstasy. And because it's so rich in nerve endings that are linked to the prostate, you're not just getting a harder boner, you're potentially unlocking a whole new dimension of orgasmic pleasure for him. For some men, prostatic stimulation can lead to incredibly powerful, full-body orgasms that are different from traditional ejaculatory orgasms. It's not about forcing anything. It's about opening up the possibility, about exploring the full spectrum of male pleasure with him. And imagine being the woman who helps him discover that. That's not just sex. That's an adventure into the depths of his being. But let's address the elephant in the room for a moment. Some women might be thinking, what if he thinks it's weird? What if he's not into it? And that's a valid concern. However, remember what I always say about confidence and intention. If you approach this with hesitation, with an apology in your eyes, then yes, he might pick up on that uncertainty. But if you approach it with playfulness, with curiosity, with the genuine desire to deepen his pleasure, then his reaction is likely to be one of intrigue and appreciation. Most men, when given the opportunity to experience heightened pleasure from a loving partner, are not going to say no. They might be surprised at first, but that surprise quickly turns to delight as they feel the intensity build. And if for some reason he's not immediately receptive, that's okay too. Every man is different. Every body is different. The key is to be open to the conversation, to gently ask, how does that feel? And to respect his boundaries. But trust me, in the vast majority of cases, this is a winning ticket. Moreover, this technique fosters a greater sense of sexual freedom and exploration in your relationship. It sends a clear message that your intimacy is not confined to a narrow set of expectations or routines. It encourages both of you to be more adventurous, to try new things, but to continuously discover new ways to pleasure each other. This constant evolution, this willingness to push boundaries, keeps the passion alive, keeps the spark burning, and prevents your intimate life from ever becoming stale or predictable. Think about the long-term benefits. When a man consistently experiences this level of intense, sustained pleasure with you, what do you think that does for his emotional connection to you? It deepens it immeasurably. He associates you with profound pleasure, with unwavering desire, with a partner who truly gets him. This isn't just about the physical act, it's about building an emotional bond that is strengthened by shared ecstasy. He feels cherished, desired, and completely safe in your hands. This also addresses a common frustration many women have. How do I make him last longer? By directly engaging this area, you're helping to regulate the blood flow, essentially giving him more control and more staying power. It's not a magic bullet for every single instance, but it's an incredibly powerful tool that can significantly enhance his endurance and yours. Imagine the satisfaction of knowing you have the power to not only ignite his fire, but to keep it burning steadily, allowing both of you to savor every moment for longer. So, how do you integrate this seamlessly? It's not about making it a sudden, dramatic shift. It's about weaving it into your existing tapestry of intimacy. Maybe it starts during a massage, a sensual exploration of his entire body. As your hands wander, they naturally encounter this area. Or perhaps it's during foreplay, when things are already heating up, you can introduce it with a playful touch, a gentle caress, building anticipation and desire. The beauty is in its versatility. It can be a quick, intense burst of stimulation or a slow, lingering caress that builds and builds. It can be done with your fingers, your palm, or even a soft toy designed for this kind of exploration. The possibilities are endless, and the key is to find what feels amazing for both of you. This isn't about making sex complicated, it's about making it better. It's about unlocking pleasure you didn't even know existed. It's about empowering you to be a more confident, more adventurous, and ultimately more fulfilling lover. And when you step into that power, when you truly embrace the knowledge of how to ignite his deepest desires, you transform not just your intimate life, but your entire relationship. You become an undeniable force of attraction. A woman who knows how to create a connection that is utterly intoxicating and eternally passionate. So go forth, my confident connoisseurs of pleasure, and unleash this hidden power. The rewards for both of you will be boundless. All right, you magnificent explorers of intimacy, welcome to our final explosive batch. If you've been with me this far, you're not just curious, you're committed to transforming your intimate world, to truly mastering the art of passionate connection. We've unveiled the hidden spot, discussed the to and delved into the profound why. Now, let's bring it all together, cementing this as an indispensable part of your love life and empowering you with the mindset to make every intimate moment legendary. We've talked about the physical mechanics, the nerve endings, the prostate connection, all crucial elements, but the real magic, the Matthew Hussey magic, happens when you fuse that physical knowledge with emotional intelligence, with confident intention, and with an unwavering belief in your own power as a lover. This isn't just about giving him a better boner, it's about giving him an experience that makes him feel utterly consumed by you, utterly addicted to your touch. Imagine his anticipation. Once you introduce this into your repertoire, he'll start to crave it. His mind will race ahead, wondering when and how you'll unleash that particular magic again. This creates a thrilling dynamic in your relationship, an ongoing anticipation that keeps the spark alive even when you're not in the bedroom. He'll be looking at you across the dinner table thinking, she knows my deepest desires. She holds the key to incredible pleasure. That, my friends, is an intoxicating thought for a man. And it's not just about what he gets out of it. Let's be selfish for a moment in the best possible way. What do you gain from mastering this? First, immense satisfaction. There is an unparalleled joy in knowing you can bring your partner to such intense heights of pleasure. It's a rush, a power surge that makes you feel incredibly desirable and effective. Second, increased confidence in your own sexuality. When you see his body respond so intensely to your touch, when you know you can reliably unlock such profound pleasure for him, your own sense of sexual agency and confidence skyrockets. You become bolder, more adventurous, more free in your own expression of desire. Third, a deeper, more profound connection. This isn't just about the physical act, it's about the shared vulnerability, the shared exploration, the shared ecstasy that creates an unbreakable bond between you two. You're building a history of sensational moments that only you two share. Let's talk troubleshooting just in case. What if for some reason he pulls away or seems hesitant? Remember, every person's comfort level is different. If he reacts with surprise or discomfort, don't take it personally. Immediately ease off the pressure and calmly ask, is that okay, baby? Or does that feel good? His answer will guide you. Maybe he needs a softer touch or a different angle or simply more time to adjust to the sensation. The key is to be responsive and communicative. This is a dance, not a solo performance. Most often, any initial hesitation quickly melts away as he feels the undeniable surge of pleasure. And remember, the perineum is a sensitive area. You're not trying to aggressively probe or cause discomfort. This is about sensual stimulation, not deep massage therapy. Gentle, steady pressure, a light caress, or a circular motion with the pads of your fingers is usually all it takes to trigger that incredible response. Lubrication can also make the experience smoother and more pleasurable for both of you, especially if you plan to extend the exploration. Now, let's address the mindset you should bring to this. This is not about trying to fix anything or force a reaction. This is about exploration, playfulness, and generosity. You are generously offering him a deeper dimension of pleasure. You are playfully exploring the landscape of his desire, and you are doing it with an open heart and an open mind. When you embody this mindset, the experience transcends mere technique and becomes an act of profound love and connection. Think of it as expanding your intimate vocabulary. Just like learning new words allows you to express yourself more fully, learning new ways to touch and pleasure expands the richness of your sexual communication. It keeps things exciting, fresh, and deeply engaging for both of you. It prevents your intimate life from becoming monotonous, a trap many long-term relationships fall into. You become the partner who constantly brings new sparks, new adventures, new dimensions of pleasure. And the ripple effect, it goes far beyond the bedroom. When your intimate life is vibrant, passionate, and deeply connected, that positive energy spills over into every other aspect of your relationship. You'll find yourselves more patient with each other, more affectionate, more understanding. That profound sense of shared pleasure builds a reservoir of goodwill and affection that strengthens your bond in countless ways. He'll feel more loved, more desired, more connected to you on every level. So how do you make this a lasting part of your intimate connection? Make it a natural evolution. Don't make it a performance or a rigid routine. Let it be something that emerges organically from your shared desire. Sometimes it will be a quick, intense burst of stimulation to get him super hard, super fast. Other times it will be a slow teasing build up that extends foreplay and deepens the overall experience. Be flexible, be intuitive, and most importantly, be present in the moment with him. This isn't just a trick you pull out when you need a stronger erection. This is a testament to your depth as a lover, your willingness to truly understand and cater to your partner's unique body and desires. It's an act of profound generosity and powerful intimacy. And when you master this, when you confidently weave this hidden spot into your tapestry of lovemaking, you are not just having sex, you are creating art. You are crafting moments of pure, unadulterated passion that will define your connection. So, my amazing ladies, go forth with this knowledge. Embrace your power. Be bold, be curious, be playful. Don't be afraid to explore, to innovate, to redefine what intimacy means in your relationship. You have the ability to unlock levels of pleasure and connection that many people only dream of. And when you do, not only will he experience stronger, longer lasting erections, but both of you will experience a love life that is richer, more thrilling, and more deeply satisfying than you ever imagined. This is your invitation to become the most confident, most knowledgeable, and most exhilarating lover he has ever known. Go ignite that fire. Go forge that unbreakable connection. You've got this. Now, let's make some magic happen.